The starting lineups for game 2 are the same as they were for game number 1. Larry Bird, guarded by Woolridge. McHale guarded by Corzine. Toughest matchup in the league, maybe. That's why. For the Bulls. Under 6 minutes to go. Bird in the lane. Tough shot, tough defense by McHale. Bird the rebound, and the Celtics trailing by 5 with 5:25 remaining in the first period, and Oakley intercepts that pass. Bird and Johnson back defensively. Oakley goes in, and they're going to call offensive foul. Bird, one of the great anticipators on defense, knew what Oakley was going to do there and got position. With 4.5 minutes to play, Larry Bird goes for a three-pointer.
Solid lead today than it was previous ballgame.
Bird. Chicago can open it up to a 10-point lead if they can score here. Corzine against Bird, takes it inside. 1:18 to go. Bird. Macy has not scored yet, the only starter for the Bulls. Corzine in and out. Walton the rebound, and now they're going to call the foul, and Banks and Bird look at each other, and it looks like Banks was hit.
22nd timeout.
There's some banging going on there. Corzine shot, but watch Bird now swing. Banks, and a little more swinging. Shall we dance?
No dance. We'll have a timeout. Larry Bird, who hit Gene Banks in the head, is called for his first personal foul. Larry Bird being tended to now by Ray Melchiori.
I don't know what finger it is, Dick, but you know, he broke that index finger playing softball his senior year in college, and it's troublesome enough for him to shoot. It's amazing to me that he shoots so well from the outside with that finger. It looks like a crooked road with a detour. He tries to fight his way through, and doing that hurts his hand, and you can see already he's looking at that right hand, and it ended up his last two fingers. Now he gets a little angry and goes at Banks, which I don't think was quite fair, because Banks was really played good offense that time. Now you see, well, it's that the last two fingers.
Smaller tape. I think Ray Melchiori put smaller tape on those last two fingers.
But look at that index finger. He's got a bump on that index finger. Looks like Mount Everest. That's because of less minutes.
Walt banks it. Bird gets an easy 2. Larry Bird with his first points of the game.
Crashing the board if you don't block him out on a penetration move.
Bird over Woolridge. Maybe getting hot now. Bulls running a lot more than they had. They didn't run at all, really, in game 1. Macy controlling, guarded by Ceaston. Here's Woolridge. And in there is Gervin. Woolridge inside. Tried to draw the foul, he couldn't. Bird bodied him well. Parrish sees Dennis Johnson open. Doesn't go that way. Bird, pick and roll, decides to go strong to the hoop.
They all just let him swoop through there, the Bulls.
Corzine, short, Parrish keeps him alive for Boston. Bird tries to fake Gervin. Ceaston, baseline. Looking for Chicago, and the crowd is up because the Celtics can tie it here. And they do, no. Foul before the shot.
And Bill Walton to the hoop.
As many as 11. And a new clock. Bird inside to McHale, and the basket. Celtic passing at its very best.
You ever hold Mercury in your hand? He's all over the place. As well as they can play.
The third period, 61-53, an 8-point lead. Bird inside the three-point line, hits for 2. Larry Bird has 14 points for the Chicago Bulls. Keep in mind their biggest lead in the first half was 11, and they're close to that now. Crowd getting a bit anxious again, Tom.
Boy, and Gene Banks is doing a well of a job of trying to stay with Larry Bird.
Not an easy task. Oakley comes out to meet him, and Bird hits. Jordans can't seem to get away, and losing the ball momentarily. And losing it for good is Oakley. The Celtics with Bird. To Walton. And a 22nd timeout called by Chicago. Listen to the crowd as the Celtics have come back, still trailing by 5.
Very impressed with the Bulls in this quarter. They've used a lot of good, solid offense.
Bird from Walton. Dennis Johnson with the ball.
Boris with the ball.
Yeah, 5:40 to go. Bird going in on Banks. And Larry Bird with a left-handed move. And the Celtics once again with a chance to cut it to 4. Bird. He lost his footing, but yet made the layup. And a timeout by Stan Albeck. It's a 4-point Chicago lead. Oakley is on Walton. Bird is there with the offensive rebound. Leading Whitman, short shot. The night with his quickness. Jordan misses, tipped up again. Oakley fighting inside against Oakley. And the foul at 4 points and 5 rebounds.
If they can capitalize on that big, the Celtics cannot play good one-on-one defense. And he's spreading it out so that the Celtics are forced to play that type of defense.
Larry Bird gets the first points to start things off. He has 26 in the ball game.
By Robert Parrish to free Bird. Gene Banks has to roll off, but Bird still has time to get the shot away. Respect for Bird. He says he's the craftiest guy he's ever played against. He learns something new for his own game every time he plays it.
Bird, 1 second on the clock, hits a three-pointer. And the Celtics have their first lead since the opening basket of the ball game. Here is the three-pointer with the clock running down.
It comes by accident here. Bird has to pop out as they could have called a foul. Instead, Bird, as the clock is winding down, has to let it fly, and he hits it. Ainge is going to guard Jordan now.
Sidney Green. Bird. You want to use the old cliche, backs against the wall. They're against the wall now. Can't afford to go down 2-0. 2 more games coming up. Bird goes for 3. Celtics lead 102-100. They were down by 1. Now they're up by 2. 32 points for Larry Bird. We told you about Bird and Jordan at the start. Blocked. Paxson has a shot blocked, and Ainge will get an easy basket.
A Venus flytrap defense. They invite you in, close up on you, and then chew you up and spit you out, and out comes the ball, and the Celtics converted that into a fast break opportunity with nobody on Danny Ainge.
Guarding Walton. Woolridge on Bird. Bird with 34. Keep in mind, Bird didn't get his first points until 15 and a half minutes.
Where all the time where the double is actually coming from and who the open man is.
Bird winds up with the ball. And gets it to Ainge. 3-on-1 Boston. Johnson to Ainge.
The guy to go to right now at this phase portion of the game. But the Celtics got to find somebody.
Ainge with a fake on Corzine. Hits the shot. Michael Jordan working against Dennis Johnson. Clock running down. 3 seconds. 3-point shot. No good. And a foul. Late sweep. A foul against Kevin McHale has been called by Middleton. With no time showing on the clock. Kevin McHale can't believe it. Overtime in Game 2 of our best-of-5 first-round NBA playoff. Short. McHale clears, and the Celtics looking to tie it up. Bird, Ainge, 61. We could see an all-time record established. Seasting in a crowd. Fall away. Basket good and a foul. Jordan over Ainge. Bird the rebound. He's got to get rid of it. Here's Jordan. Jordan with a jump shot. Jordan misses the shot. 2 seconds to go, and the Celtics call a time.
They're against the outside shooters.
Ainge will inbound. Bird has it. 1 second to go. If it counts, it's over. And we go to second overtime.
Ainge, it looks like, or try to.
Ainge is guarding Jordan inside right now. Oakley comes outside. Now Woolridge gets it into Corzine, and Bird steals the ball. Came around, snuck around, and knocked it out of the hands of Corzine.
Down.
Bird, three-pointer from the corner. One by Elgin Baylor. Jordan missed. Corzine loses it. Here comes Ainge as Bird gets it out to him. Paxson is back. Seasting open. Woolridge, a good play to get to him. A minute gone by. Bird hits, and the Celtics lead, and it took a minute and 5 seconds to do it. From Boston. Bird Double him in a hurry. Seasting is open. Celtics by 2 with 6 on the clock. He missed. Parrish, the rebound. Not to be denied, he grabbed it away from Oakley. Celtics with 24 seconds to go and 17 on the shot clock. Lead by 2, and this is a critical possession. How many times have we said that? 10 on the clock. Bird, pick and roll, Parrish. Fought victory for the Boston Celtics to take a 2-0 lead over Chicago in their best of 5.